Yeah. We're back with another one. Yeah.
What's going on, Juco?
We reacting over here. I'm El Jefe. We just gonna like and subscribe. Have fun. Kick back. Myth Cartel. Y'all like and subscribe because you're gonna love it. This is the Smith Cartel channel. Go ahead and like, subscribe. We gonna keep going fed until we go live. I'm El Jefe, the big boss, kicking at Third Coast. We going, running, smiling, man. We doing the most to my family. I wish you the best. Remember what Jefe taught you, boy. Say it with your chest. Big boy, big boss. I rock it in the South. Got these folks lugs and all this gold shining in my mouth. I'm the man, understand. Like and subscribe. We gon' keep spinning the block until we get it right. Yeah, that's real. Like and subscribe, that's the channel. We keep it real, give you more than you can handle. Yeah, like and subscribe. Smith Cartel, I'm El Jefe. All right. Smith Cartel channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. We back with another one, y'all. So we got this one here, man. This is gonna be a good one, man. This is one I've been waiting on. So, y'all know I like to react to them wild ones, boy. This is a wild one right here. When cops have to arrest their friends. Ooh, let's get it, boy. Smith Cartel channel. Y'all like and subscribe. I'm Jefe, and I'm gonna be your host. And we're gonna see what we got going today.
Cops are usually dealing with people and criminals they've never seen before. But what happens when instead it's their own friends that they have to arrest?
That's
Ain't nobody
crazy.
jumped out, Buck.
Yes, they did, Kevin. Did they
Stay
not?
out of this, Kevin!
Here are 3 examples of this happening, starting with the case
Stay out of this, Kevin. Country boys.
of Buck Preston.
Buck, what? You know you ain't got
Buck. Look, this is the most country. If country was a stereotype, if backwood was a stereotype, here it is. The whole community police. No, Buck. Yeah, I do it, Kevin. Stay in the car. Stay out of it, Kevin.
You know you ain't got a driver's license.
Don't do this, please.
They cousins. They know he ain't got no damn driver's license.
Please.
I got to.
No, listen to me.
No.
Please just listen
Sheriff
to me.
sent me.
No, Sheriff.
Sheriff, Captain, I mean, they've seen you driving, we gotta get you.
One of the cons to small town living is that everybody knows each
knows
other,
everybody.
including the cops. The town sheriff
Like an
claims to have
episode of-
seen
yeah.
Buck drive.
It's like an episode of Cheers in a small town. Everybody know everybody, so the cops know each other and they know you, and y'all probably all related. You probably his 3rd, 4th generational cousin, and your auntie did his daddy wrong. Excuse me, did his daddy wrong, and now y'all got this.
Driving his Chevy pickup, but nearly every cop in town knows he doesn't have his license. So what else is there for Buck to do to try and explain his way out of it?
Of course.
I'm telling you, I'm just trying to tell you something. Listen, if you listen to me. The person that was driving this truck just jumped out of the fucking I had no other way to get here, bro.
Boy, that dope is something else. Look, that dope got him lit.
No, I got to.
God damn, Michael, please.
31 to 28. You 51 this way?
That's crazy, bro. I just passed it.
You just passed him?
Yeah, on
he didn't
67.
turn around?
No, he didn't. I swear to God, he didn't. Michael, I just swear to God. If
Yeah,
you listen to me, I
that swear on
to God.
everything.
We're about to right now. Sure, if he's stating someone jumped out behind the wheel.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get my truck home. That's it.
Buck.
Yeah.
Bro, I swear
You
to
can't
God, bro.
get a driver's license in the state of Florida, dude. That's how bad it is.
Buck's story is that
Damn.
his friend was driving his truck,
This
but
man can't. He got such a bad driving history. He can't even get a license in the state of Florida. Nonetheless, dragging a boat with it.
ditched
What's
him out
wrong
near
with
a
him?
lake, leaving him with no option but to drive back home himself. Unfortunately for Buck, though, we are in the 21st century, and the officer reminds him he could have just called someone with a license to drive him back,
Facts.
and that he still broke the law regardless of the circumstances. Predictably, Buck wasn't very happy about this.
I get it, but man, you still can't drive, bro. Pull
That's
it
a
off
fact.
the road and wait till someone has a valid license.
Yeah, you can't be just out there.
Let's go.
That's crazy, dude. Would you tell him?
Let's go, Buck. Buck, I'm not playing this game.
What do you mean? I'm telling you the truth.
Nobody jumped out. God damn it! I'm picked on your wall foot.
Man, I'm trying to tell you
I'm not-
something.
Ain't nobody jumped out, Buck.
Yes, they did. Kevin, did they
Stay
not?
out of this, Kevin!
Did they not?
Kevin, back off.
Kevin, you stay out of this.
Did they not jump out?
Back off, Kevin.
God damn, dude.
That's crazy.
Respect when you gonna run from me like that. Get up.
Despite the chase not lasting very long at all,
Not long at all.
this did was add an extra charge to Buck's
That's
already
it.
fairly long
He couldn't
list.
even run.
And given how close everyone seems to be here, you just know this police chase is going to be the talk of the town. Part of the struggle on the ground had to be cut, but the cops reported that Buck resisted so hard that they had to deploy a taser to make him calm down. The footage returns when Buck was fully restrained and handcuffed. Buck was taken to the officer's patrol vehicle and
Oh,
driven
he
back
did
to the
run a little
station.
bit.
Obviously angry, he decided to make the conversation on the way
Oh,
back
here we go.
personal.
I don't talk to you about your mama in this. This is,
I don't give a fuck if you talk to me about my mom or not.
leave my family out of this, dog.
All I'm saying is this. Would she be proud of you for sticking that fucking taser to me when I was not even resisting when you done that?
You were resisting.
What the fuck I was? You had me.
Yeah, that's why we had each other in headlocks. Whatever. Look, Buck. Stop bringing my mama into it.
Mr. McFarland, you have real proud too, huh?
There's little information about what happened to
Yeah.
Buck after this video, but it's likely he was charged with driving without a license
Buck got
and
his
resisting
arse
arrest.
whooped.
There's an argument that Buck could also be hit with fleeing to elude an officer, but this is a felony that comes with a 5-year prison sentence. It's more likely the officer gave his friend the misdemeanor charge worth just a couple months in jail. It's unlikely the suspects in this next case got the same treatments though, as it wasn't just a civilian caught breaking the law, but also their cop friend.
Damn.
How you doing? Reason I stopped you is your right brake light is out. Who do you work for?
So did you stop me because my right brake light is out?
Yeah.
Or did you stop me to ask me who I work for?
Well, I'm asking you both.
DCS.
What?
DCS.
DCS. What's DCS?
You don't know what
Department of
DCS?
Children's Services?
As he mentioned, the suspect named Petra Edgerton was originally pulled over for a broken brake light, but the officer quickly noticed something else, a police badge around Petra's neck.
Around your neck.
Firstly, this cop doesn't recognize the supposed officer, but it's also unusual to see a police officer driving around in a broken car. Something feels off, so the cop decides to investigate
Yeah,
further.
Is your
buddy.
license then? Do you have your badge on you?
They'll lie about anything.
ID badge?
I'm badge for.
Being a police officer.
See, this is what's conflicting. You're asking me all those questions.
Right.
I love how these black
Right brake
women
light.
So, if you're a police
that know
officer,
they
you're
in
gonna
trouble
follow
try to
causes,
flip
right?
it. They try to flip it, but she knows she in trouble.
Your
You
right brake
fake.
light's
You ain't no
out.
My
law.
right brake light wasn't out when you followed me out of the gas station.
Yeah, it is.
You
It's
ain't
out
no
right
law.
now.
The car wasn't even on when you followed me out of the
Doesn't
gas
matter. You're driving with a brake light out on the streets, so it's an
station.
equipment
Okay, you
violation.
followed me out of the gas station.
I saw it when you were pulling out.
Here we go
At
with
this
somebody
point,
that
the
don't
brake
know the
light
law.
issue is the least of the cops' worries.
For real.
It's difficult
You
to
impersonating
classify
an officer.
what exactly an off-duty officer is supposed to act like, but something about Petra is triggering alarm bells for the cop. She's acting defensive, being closed
Yeah,
off, and giving
vague,
strange,
and
vague
sit
answers
there
to
and trying to
questions that a
deflect.
real cop would be able to answer. So it's
Mm-hmm.
time to quit the games and figure out exactly what's going on here.
Look, long story short, I just want to know who you work for.
And that's the issue. Why do you want to know who I work for?
Because I've never seen you around here before. You're not a police officer that works here.
You don't know who I am.
That's
You
right.
said you never seen me.
That's
Right.
why he asked you
So,
who you
are you a
are.
police officer or are you not a police officer?
So because a black person walks into a store.
Here we go.
with a badge
This is
and a
what black people do.
That has nothing to do with you being
This
black.
is what black
are you a police
people do.
officer or you're not a police officer?
Not a police officer.
You're not a police officer?
And you're impersonating
So why
one.
would you go into Quick Trip and get free food with your badge and gun?
Yeah.
I'm an officer. You don't have to be a police officer to go in there. I've been doing it for 3 years.
So you're not a
It's not-
certified police
It's
officer.
not probable cause. It's a personal thing.
There are a dozen ways for a cop to
She
prove that they
deflecting her
work
butt
for a
off,
certain
boy. She
agency.
trying to
For
deflect
example,
anything he
she
say.
could give the name of her department and supervisor
She
and have
ain't
the
no
cop
cop.
check
She's
the names with them.
impersonating.
This would
And
only
she's
take a
fixing to
couple
find out-
minutes,
and
and,
this is
any
crazy,
real
a
cop would know
felony
this. So the
for some
fact
free
that she's
food.
getting defensive instead
This is
and
how
turning
dumb
this
it is.
into a personal thing is
You committed a
huge
felony
red
for
flag.
some free snacks.
It's also clear that
For
Petra
a
doesn't
coffee
seem
and
to
a
realize what
a
she actually did
collage.
wrong. Just minutes earlier, she was seen inside the store
Hey, your
presenting
fat
her
ass
badge
look like you
and
don't
gun
need
to the
no
cashier
collage right
and
now.
walking out with free food. This
Hey, the
isn't just
Quick
cop
Trip. Look at that belly.
impersonation,
Look at that gut.
it's theft.
Look at that
So
gut
the
right
cop-
there. That gut right there is something serious. That is a hoo-hoo. Look at it for. This woman probably pushing at least 2, maybe 3.
Cop needs to get to the bottom of this.
Did I steal from
Are you yeah, if you're not a police officer.
I did not steal from
You don't feel she did because you know what?
spoke to the guy that works there.
Most of these women feel like whatever
So
they
you're
put on,
presenting
that's who they
yourself
are
as a
for
police
real.
officer
That's
with
their
your
real
badge
life.
and your gun on the side.
Their costume is who they are.
You
She put a
understand that?
costume
I
on.
do understand that.
She don't understand it because she thinks she ain't going to jail. See how she still has the attitude and the condescendence? She don't care.
But my issue with you is, you've seen that. You say because you never seen me before.
Uh-huh.
So who do you work
Follow
for?
me out of the store.
Who do you work for?
Are you
Who is
looking for-
DCS?
How long have you been working?
12 years, 13 years.
How do you not know what DCS is?
Why don't you tell them?
Like I said, is it Department of Children's Services? What is it? Explain it to me.
I don't have to explain myself to you if you're gonna give me a ticket.
This is what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
This is why people go to
Is
jail.
your license?
Since he's getting nothing out of Pectra, the
He'll
cop
get the
decides to
license.
call up DCS himself, and his suspicions get instantly confirmed.
Yep, she's
Who's your
nobody.
supervisor?
What does that have to do with my brake light?
What it has to do with is you've told me you're a police officer or you're an officer for DCS. I've got DCS on the phone. They say you don't work there. So who's your
Yep,
supervisor?
there we go. Go to jail.
It seems that the suspect knows at least something about policing, as she chooses to remain silent from now on. So the cop turns his attention to the passenger of this vehicle, who at this point hasn't said a word.
Not one
When he
word.
asks for her ID, he gets a huge surprise.
I have one of your employees here, Brandy Green. She was with her friend, Pectra Edgerton. Brandy decided that she was going to give Pectra her badge and her gun to go into Quick Trip and get some food. So I pulled them over for a broken tail light. Pectra was driving. She had the badge on and the gun on. When I pulled them over, she
Impersonating an
identified
officer,
herself
felony.
as a DCS officer, and then later admitted to not being a DCS officer. And your employee, Brandy Green, admitted to giving her the gun and the badge
put
to
her
go
whole
into Quick Trip
name
to
out.
get the free food.
After investigating just a little further, both Pectra and the actual cop, Brandy Green, admit to everything. Following the incident, Brandy resigned from her job at the
I bet she
DCS,
did.
and Pectra is facing felony charges
I
for
bet she is.
impersonation, carrying a sentence of up to 5 years
Looking
in
like,
prison.
looking like Big Sean or Sean Kingston. You're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'll never work. You'll have me suicidal. Suicidal. Hey, at least she had
There's
a
many
hairline.
more examples of these cops that seem to just
Might have been
forget
painted in,
they
but it was
also
a
need to
hairline.
follow the rules, just like Corporal Scott
Ooh, look at how
Bertzik
he
did
look.
on New Year's
He look
Day
crazy as hell.
2021.
He
When
look
Officer Brooke
off
Shutterly
the
arrived at the
chain.
scene of a car crash, she realized it wasn't just her supervisor at the wheel, but a good friend of hers.
So, reached out for my lighter, slammed into his ass. Cool.
No.
Not really.
Let me tell you something. He reached down for
Are you
her
okay?
lighter, slammed into his
Yeah,
butt.
I'm good.
My sister told that lie once. She said, hey,
Which I just
I looked down and looked up and I hit him. She was trying to, she
Obviously,
dropped her
Brooke and Scott
cigarette.
are familiar with each other, and curiously, Scott holds nothing back when describing exactly how the incident went down.
Oh,
It's clear that
Lord.
Scott is the one at fault here, so
Scott
before
don't give a
going any
damn.
further, Brooke decides to call back to the base to ask whether or not it's okay
Yeah.
for her to be handling this incident.
This crash, Birdie is SOCOM work it? Okay. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've worked a crash with one of us in it, so. No, he's not on duty. He's in his POV. I just didn't want there to be any, like, conflict of interest type issues. Alright, that was it. I just want to make sure. Alright, bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Brooke is given the go-ahead and told that there should be no issues with her handling this case, but that was before she noticed this.
Yeah.
You good?
wait.
Huh?
Wait on his way.
He's not coming. Good?
Walking home, but yep, I'm good.
So, Birdie, you giving me some indicators?
Oh,
Listen.
good woman.
Listen, Valdez is coming out just to. I'm not gonna lie to you about it.
She's on her way?
Yeah, she's on her way. I'm not really comfortable with this whole thing at all, but I'm not gonna lie to you about it.
Oh, no. I
Because
don't
He
mean to
drunk
put
as
you in
hell,
any-
too. He drunk
from
as
now
hell.
on, you know how it goes. You can't consume anything, okay? Because right now you're being detained.
Wait, what?
It's obvious that Scott is under the influence of
Very
something.
under the
Judging by
influence.
his slurred speech, slowed reactions, and slight loss of motor control, Brooke is fairly sure he's been drinking. At this point, Scott is no longer her supervisor. He's just a suspect in a case, and what's more, he's drunk and likely unpredictable, a combination which can be incredibly threatening to a female officer.
Please don't make my life difficult.
Yeah.
I would never do that to you,
Okay. I'm very uncomfortable right now.
and I apologize for putting you in that position. Are you on?
Yes. Yes, I am. And I'm going to remain on for integrity.
You know he caught.
You know you can't smoke right now.
Why?
Because if I'm going to do a DUI investigation, it impedes it, so you can't consume anything. I want to get that dog. This is a really cute dog.
Fear aggression issue.
You can always train a dog. You can't consume anything. You're killing me.
I'm trying.
But too late now.
After a
Damn,
short
he
wait,
smashed the
another
hell out
officer
of the
arrives
car.
at the scene, meaning they can finally start getting to the bottom of all of this with some sobriety tests. These lasted over 10 minutes, but it's not hard to tell how they went by
Yeah,
just
you can
looking
tell
at a
just
few
by how
seconds
he
of them.
was.
You may begin the test.
Yeah, out of there.
2,
There it is.
3.
The boy walking like Bambi. Like he got new legs. He walking like
Judging by
Bambi.
this and the overwhelming amounts of evidence against him
Oh,
at this
hell
point,
no.
the
Oh, hell
officers
no.
thought
Sit
it was
your
safe to
drunk ass
conclude
down.
that Scott had been drinking that night and decided it was
He
time
know
to
he
put him in
messed up. He
cuffs.
just having fun with him because
Something
he
he was
knew.
far
But
from
it messed
happy
his
about.
There's things that
career
we
up.
can do to fix this, but
Yeah, they're gonna put you in all kinds of programs and treatments. Yeah. It's okay, Bernie. We're gonna be all right, Bernie. We're gonna get you some help. We're gonna get you
Despite
good.
Scott being one of the most polite
I had
and
an ex-girlfriend
respectful
like you. She was
suspects
an
ever on this
alcoholic for real,
channel,
boy.
he was actually
I
hit
couldn't
with
tell
a
you if she
better
was
sentence
anymore
than
or
the
not, 'cause I
majority of
laughed
criminal
off.
cops.
But I'm telling you,
After
we
blowing
gonna
a
get you some help.
.156 back
Scott,
at the
we got you.
station, he was charged with driving under the influence and damaging property. He was ordered to pay just under $1,000 in fines,
Yeah,
serve
that sounds
50
about
hours
right.
of community service,
about right.
and take multiple substance abuse and
Told you, what
DUI
did I say?
classes, and had his driver's license
told you.
suspended for 6 months. He was also sued by the driver of the vehicle
Damn.
he hit, and a cash settlement was reached. And on top of all of that, he also was suspended without pay for a week and given a last chance
Damn,
agreement,
I didn't-
meaning one more slip up
They
and he
gave
was
it
out
all
for
to him.
good.
They threw the freaking book. You know when they say they throw the book at you? They threw the book at that boy. God dang. Woo, Scott, man. I done told you, Scott. I told Scott a long time ago. Y'all act like I don't care. I care. I told Scott not to do that, and he didn't listen, man. So now we here, man. So y'all like and subscribe to the channel, man. Smith Cartel channel, man. That was a good one, man. Yeah, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm Hefe. Yeah. To my family, love y'all. Be breezy.